What's up, everybody? Richard and Adam, TrueShot, back today with another reaction video. Today we're checking out a Patreon request from one Christopher Rojas. This guy requests the wackiest shit. I have no idea what to ever expect from this gentleman.
Which is entertaining. I kind of enjoy it.
Yes. And today, he's got us checking out Marlon Craft State of the Union.
Do you know anything about this?
I have nothing.
Okay.
There's just a podium out in front of a concrete wall, it looks like. So let's get started.
Let's go. The flag's upside down.
The state of the union is that there isn't one. If a house divided can't stand, we've been sitting, but sitting officials letting you starve and die. They say for a party, I say it's dogma to America's awful lie. Sniffing the party line, intoxicated from white. That fake superiority created by authority to convince the parts he's still one cast up. Cause at least you not black, and if at least you not that, then if you see and got mad that the elite eat on backs of your labor, you point at your neighbor instead of up. To keep you off track, they told you your sins weren't sins, but beneath that hatred is shame. Your humanity was picked and sold with the cotton of slave. System is
I like the guy on the right wearing a Tampa Bay Rays hat.
He's chewing gum.
From giving a fuck, but that privilege they may acknowledge, they ain't giving it up. We ain't living it much. The ego's driving the car, and it just depends on where it got its license. How many of us really choose our own thoughts and vices? You don't get paid, but you're a walking advertisement. Made us all addicted to fame so that we work for free. Millions factless cause their schools ain't teach them how to find them. If they get to choose, they pick the ones that their wants align with. Can you track your opinion to its origin? If not, I then. We move without intent, they profit when we not decisive. Rappers been lazily referencing the Matrix for years. Who knew algorithms would really dictate what we cheer? Too lazy to care, afraid to look inward. We live in our own noose, for we live in our own truth. Fake tweets about how you love everyone. You won't even wear a mask to save somebody's grandmother. Entitled to the lies of freedom, you in denial. I seen this shit for a while, it's lethal, man, word to Dan Glover. You can't fake lightning, but you can plan thunder. Pay a racist brand before we pay attention. I sit in damn wonder. Yeah. And everyone talking generational wealth, but outside making money for ourselves. We won't give the next generation no help. May already be too late to save the fucking planet. If we don't stop playing, there won't be no more generations to help. We train people for survival of the fittest in traumatic conditions and sold them things that kill them. We made life into a gamble in the name of capitalism, then tried to hit the democracy switch when COVID hit, and now it's destined to fail. You can't abuse populations, leave them destitute and vacant, and then ask them to care about anything but their next move. Our own nation to blame, so I get why we at the club. Still, I ain't say I'm not enraged, I want better from us. I just don't expect it. Trauma is cyclical, the most likely ones to neglect are the neglected. They have future selling you Molly Lean, Percocet, and you think for a check they need a scheme on vaccine injections? A lot of the soft bigotry of low expectations, a lot of fetishization, celebrating regressive themes in the name of progression. And when something truly powerful come, it's hesitation. And there's this fishy correlation between what's considered cool and what profits for corporations. Rappers streaming tens of mils considered not as poppin', cause on their next endeavor, no labor loan's an option. So vacancy across the culture. So when they say they do it for it, man, I gotta wonder. The only culture is validate wins and win equals money. Truths like my chest in 06 is beneath with a rugby. I don't even like talking this direct. I ain't no book report ass rapper, but I object to the marriage to greed and clout without heat and doubt of what winning means. Ask why we on different teams, we don't play the same sport. Started getting to some places I've been trying to go and looking around like, yo, this ain't what I came for. So if I gotta give up what's righteous to get it, you can keep it. Fuck a popular lie, I'd rather be a truthful secret. Herd immunity to truth and self-assessment. Truth is, if not for COVID, Trump would've won re-election in a landslide. So we evaded Armageddon for good old store brand depression. But if a leader more savvy and less sociopathic with true fascist aspirations come along, it's gonna be tragic. 74 million proved if the right rhetoric is used. We could end up on the wrong side of World War II too. And to defeat white supremacy, you gotta first want to defeat white supremacy. I don't think most of us really do. How many white mirror convos really bearing fruit? The only hope is that this moment in history looks the same in both timelines of what the end could be, whether this the infection rising up and we fight and quail, or if it outscraps us and humanity just dies and fails. It was always gonna get worse before it got better. Racism was never gonna go quietly to the night, it never will, but I do believe that it along with greed could make its way out of our institutions so that all are free one day. I ain't say that it will, but today looks like today in both versions of the story, so gon' grab you a quill. It depends what we do. There's only one person the future starts and ends with, it's you.
Okay, that was Marlon Craft, State of the Union. This is going to be an interesting one to grade, I have a feeling.
I have a lot of respect for what we just watched. It's just not my thing. Like the words he was saying, the message he was conveying, it's heavy. And it's I think it's relevant and I think it's real. And I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it. I haven't given it a rating yet just because I don't really know how.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to give it a rating either. Lyrical content aside, I just to me it didn't really feel like a song. Like
it wasn't. It was
well, yeah, I know, but it was like I'm trying to think of a way to describe it because like I mean, listen, you obviously do what you want with lyrics and all that. I respect all of that. You know, I respect, you know, the message that he's trying to convey.
Yeah.
I just don't view this as a song. I just kind of view it as more of like I would just read the lyrics in terms as like an op-ed piece kind of. Like it's just not really like a song. But I know it's not really meant to be.
It's a spoken word piece. I mean, it's definitely out of the traditional things that we do, and this is a recent release too. Obviously, just based on the content, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, listen, I know that. I respect people who want to write lyrics about the stuff in this realm. I choose not to, just because I prefer to write more about my own life experiences because I feel like I really can address that stuff lyrically better than just, you know, like
current events,
political opinions and stuff like that.
I mean, the guy flows really well. I mean, again, this is outside of my typical box. I mean, that was really good. I mean, I couldn't do that.
Respect the guy for his talent and the message that he's trying to convey through his music, and I credit him for, using his creative prowess to do that. But for the purposes of the kind of gimmick that we have here on the Reaction channel with grading songs, there's really no grade that I can give. That's how I'll wrap it up.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, as you can see all around us, we have all of our usernames, all of our social media, as well as Patreon and Twitch as well. And until the next one, peace.